From the presidency comes latest news updates about the official engagements of Mr. President. President Muhammadu Buhari, in his Easter message to Nigerians, have noted that this year's Easter celebration is very unique for adherents of the two great faiths in Nigeria, which happens to culminate the 40-day season of Lent for Christians and the Muslim faithfuls currently about halfway into the holy month of Ramadan. He, however, noted that as a nation, the message of Easter, which commemorates the resurrection of Jesus Christ after crucifixion and burial, reminds Nigerians of the power of divine love, faith, and redemption. The president urged Nigerians to believe that the current spate of uncertainty and insecurity will soon unfold a season of triumph of good over evil, hope over despair, and light over darkness. Amid the myriad of crises facing the nation in the area of economy and security, President Muhammadu Buhari presided over the Council of State meeting at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. The Council of State meeting, which started at about 10 a.m. on the 14th of April, was the fourth session under the Buhari administration, with the last one in August 2020. In attendance was Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustapha, the National Security Advisor, Babagana Mongono, and Chief of Staff to the President, Professor Ibrahim Gambari. Former heads of state physically in attendance were Abdulsalami Abubakar, Yakubu Gowon, and former President Goodluck Jonathan. Before the commencement of proceedings, a minute silence was observed in honor of former head of interim government, Ernest Shonekon, who died on January 11, 2022. The United States State Department has cleared the sale of 12 AH-1Z Cobra attack helicopters to Nigeria worth nearly 1 billion naira, apparently after U.S. lawmakers lifted objections over human rights concerns. The Defense Security Cooperation Agency on Thursday announced the sale of the helicopters and related defense systems to the Nigerian military. The U.S. gave the response barely 2 weeks after President Muhammadu Buhari appealed to the U.S. government to consider relocating AFRICOM to Africa to assist Nigeria and other adjoining countries to combat worsening terrorism, banditry, and other security crises. Meanwhile, the president will on Tuesday meet the service chiefs over the rising spate of insecurity in the country. The House of Representatives, alongside the Senate, Thursday approved the 4 trillion naira for fuel subsidy as contained in the revised 2022 medium-term expenditure framework requested by President Muhammadu Buhari. According to the president, new developments in the global economy and domestic economy were responsible for the revision of the 2022 fiscal framework on which the 2022 budget was based. Considering a report by its Committee on Finance presented by the Chairman, Rules and Business, Honorable Abubakar Fulata, on behalf of Chairman Finance, the House, however, amended the budget and framework and caused an increase in the projected oil price benchmark by $11 per barrel, from $62 per barrel to $73 per barrel, a reduction in the projected oil production volume by 283,000 barrels per day, from 1.883 million barrels per day to 1.600 million barrels per day. The National Council of State has granted state pardon to former governors Joshua Darie and Jolly Iyame of Plateau and Taraba states, who are serving jail terms for corruption. The governors were among 159 prisoners pardoned by the council at a meeting presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa in Abuja on Thursday. According to the presidency, the 2 former governors were pardoned on health and age grounds. And finally, from the presidency, President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday paid a condolence visit to the Nda Isaiah's family over the death of their matriarch, Eunice Ndanusa Isaiah, the mother of founder and publisher of leadership newspaper, the late Sam Nda Isaiah, who passed on April 18. The president, who was represented by the Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, was deeply pained by the death of Mama Eunice. He said the good works of the deceased were reflected in the children she bore, including the late Sam Nda Isaiah.